I swear, at this point, some Western media will literally say whatever to make China look bad. This is from The Guardian. Despite the scientific consensus that links global temperatures with natural disasters, the two are rarely linked in Chinese official media. Ordinary people often pay little attention to concepts such as climate change. Meanwhile, on Chinese official media, climate change blamed for heavy rain in the south. China is vulnerable to global climate change. Expert says rising extreme weather linked to global warming. And that's just from a quick Google search, and you bet, if they have it in English, they most certainly do have it in Chinese. I went to Baidu, the main search engine in China, and I asked what is behind the recent extreme weather events in China, and the AI gave me a bunch of meteorological reasons, including the number one being, surprise, surprise, global warming, with links. All of this to say is that there is no climate change avoidance in Chinese media. If anything, over the past few years, we've seen increased coverage of climate change, one, because of its impacts being felt in China, much like in the rest of the world, and two, because of China's commitment to green development, clean energy, carbon neutrality, and all that jazz. So just because the first headlines after a natural disaster are about the human toll or emergency response or rescue efforts does not mean that the climate change angle is overlooked. There is an entire official publication dedicated to the impacts of climate change in China that China puts out every year for the past 7 years. And I highly doubt the claim that Chinese people don't care about climate change. One UN-sponsored poll from a couple of years ago showed that 87% of respondents think that climate change is a global emergency, regardless of their age, gender, or education level. Now, it's hard for me to take that poll and generalize it onto the entirety of the Chinese population, all 1.4 billion people, but I would say that it is slightly more representative than The Guardian quoting one 69-year-old retired farmer as saying that he doesn't think that the floods in Beijing are caused by global warming, because that to me is cherry picking.